you ever woken up in the middle of the night and realized your dog isn't in their usual spot? Maybe they were sleeping beside your bed, curled up at your feet, or stretched out in the corner of the room, and now they're gone. You find them in the hallway, the living room, sometimes even near the front door. It can feel confusing, maybe even a little personal. Did they get uncomfortable? Are they upset? Did something scare them? But when a dog moves to another room at night, it's rarely random, and most of the time it has nothing to do with you. Temperature and physical comfort. One of the most common reasons dogs relocate at night is simple: comfort. Dogs are far more sensitive to temperature changes than we realize. Your bedroom might feel perfectly fine to you, but your dog may be too warm, especially if they have a thick coat, or older, or were lying on a heat-retaining surface. Cool tile floors, open hallways, or spots near vents can help regulate their body temperature. On the flip side, if they're cold, they may seek a smaller, enclosed space that holds warmth better. This isn't rejection, it's biology. They're adjusting their environment to rest better. Instinct and monitoring. Even the most domesticated dogs still carry protective instincts. Nighttime lowers visibility and increases vulnerability in the animal world. Some dogs instinctively reposition themselves in places that give them a better view of entry points or shared spaces. If your dog moves to the hallway, near a door, or somewhere central in the house, they may be choosing a vantage point, not because they're anxious, but because they feel responsible. While you sleep deeply, they may shift into a lighter, more alert rest in a position that allows them to monitor the home. It's not avoidance, it's awareness. Your movement during sleep. Humans are not still sleepers. We toss, turn, adjust blankets, shift breathing patterns, and sometimes even talk in our sleep. Some dogs are light sleepers and may relocate simply because they want uninterrupted rest. If your dog leaves the room calmly and settles somewhere else without pacing or whining, this is usually practical rather than emotional. You disturbed their sleep. They found a quieter option. It's less dramatic than it feels. Age and nighttime changes. If your dog is getting older and begins changing sleeping locations more frequently, it's worth paying closer attention. Senior dogs can experience cognitive shifts that make nighttime more confusing. Darkness may feel disorienting. They may wake up and move before settling again. Occasional relocation is normal, but if it's paired with pacing, restlessness, increased barking, or signs of confusion, it may be helpful to speak with a veterinarian. Behavioral changes often show up at night first because the environment is quieter and more disorienting. Emotional state and security. Sometimes, nighttime amplifies subtle emotions. A dog that feels slightly anxious may reposition themselves based on what feels safest in that moment. Moving closer to doors or windows can signal alertness. Moving farther away to isolated corners can signal stress. The key difference is body language. A relaxed dog who lies down and falls asleep again is simply adjusting. A tense dog who remains stiff or restless may be responding to something internal or external. So, if your dog moves to another room at night, it doesn't automatically mean something is wrong, and it definitely doesn't mean they're distancing themselves from you. Most of the time, it's about comfort, instinct, awareness, or simple sleep preference. Dogs adjust quietly, they reposition, they respond to subtle changes in their environment. The important thing isn't to overinterpret a single night, it's to notice patterns. Because while occasional movement is normal, consistent changes paired with other behaviors can be a signal. And as always, your dog communicates first through behavior. Sometimes all they're saying is, "I just needed a different spot tonight."